I'm live. How beautiful. All right. Let's get the old Instagram going too, okay? So many messages. Come on. Welcome to Geek and Son Live. Thanks for joining us. I am now live. How's the hair today? It's doing all right. It's what I got. Anyway, welcome to Geek and Son Live. I am your host, Senor Geek. Thanks for joining us. So today we're going to talk about, how about the car? The car. Have you seen this car? It's a 69 Charger I've been building for almost 7 years. It's a long time to be doing anything, man. Some of you were just little babies when I started, and some of you still are. Hi there, everyone. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would appreciate it. Boy, did I have an interesting weekend here. Maybe it was even last weekend. So I went to, my plan was, that was last weekend, was to get it all sanded down so I can do the sprayable filler again on the soon-to-be generallee. And then my compressor dies. It locks up. It's like, you can listen to it if you go look at one of the, I think there's one on TikTok and on YouTube or Instagram of me going, check it out, beep, beep. And it was totally frozen. So I went to the local, well, first I looked online. What's taking you so long? It's a lot of work, man. So I went to the Harbor Freight, and man, the Harbor Freight where I am, this lady was a bad word. Who are you, CJE T-Mac? Do I know you? Anyway. So that was annoying. But then after I bought the new motor, I decided for the heck of it, I would rip the old one apart. And I did, and I fixed it. Took me a lot of work. I ordered hi Morgan, how's it going, dude? With a lot of work, I got the new one put together, and I was gonna, you know what the hardest part was? The hardest part was, really? I'd like to see that. Send me a video. The hardest part was getting the gaskets off, if you can believe that. I ended up using a drill, and Craig, no football, race is over. Oh, funny. Using a drill and a wire brush, and that got most of it. And then I just couldn't get any more, and I wanted it to be good. So I used sandpaper, and I got new gaskets, and then I put it back together wrong. I inverted the plate. There's 2 plates on this motor, and I inverted the plates, so it wasn't working. I'm like, well, what? Yeah, it doesn't work at all. I mean, it pumped or whatever, but it wouldn't have any pressure. So, you know, by then, standing here at this bench for, no kidding, at least a couple hours, maybe even 3 hours, just cleaning these things up because they were crap. And of course, I changed the oil in it and made it all fancy. And I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I put that on backwards. I did. That's why I zipped it apart. This time I was smart, and I used the hi Hayden Stevenson. Hi Lenny. I used the impact because it was way easier than using a ratchet. I don't know what I was thinking about that. And zip, zip, zip. It worked great. Hi Anselmo. Welcome. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. MadWest18. Thank you for joining. Tell your friends. Anyway, it works great. And here's a new thing. Before, in about a day, all the pressure that it stored, you know, it goes up to 100, 150. all the pressure that it stored would be gone. But now it's been overnight. Well, I used it again today, but overnight, no pressure drop. So it's better than before it died. So next weekend is supposed to be springy weather. And I'm going to be spraying this again. The sprayable filler. What? You're going to get a Corvette? Wow. That's cool. I want to see. Do you have one picked out? I want to see. Or are you just going to go pick any one of them? So anyway. What was that? That was loud. I keep having loud noises when I'm on. Anyway, got the compressor fixed. It's beautiful. I spent this whole weekend. It's now Sunday, obviously. I spent the whole weekend. Hi, Julio Cesar. Bonomi. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Maroon color. That's my favorite, Crookston. That's my favorite, dude. That would be cool. Oh, here's pieces of the gasket right here. Apparently, I didn't clean up as much as I thought I did. But, yeah. Got that all working. I spent this whole weekend perfecting the... I should bring a model of the car down here. Some of you can't see. 80s fibers for my first car. You're 15. Cool. Cool. Get one like Knight Rider. Yeah, I'd do that. If I were going to build another car, I might build a Knight Rider. I'd either build a Fall Guy truck, Knight Rider, or a Christine. So Christine is a 58 Plymouth. So that's cool. Anyway, how much longer till the General's done, do you think? Well, I should be able to paint it this spring. Hopefully, things work out. It's on spring break. Get a week off from work. And, I mean, I would imagine I'll at least have the primer done. But again, every time you spray anything, you got to sand it down. How'd you keep the pieces you sanded from falling inside? On which part? Oh, on the head or whatever? I didn't. I just cleaned it off, really. I had it off. It's only about this big. And I actually took a paint stick and wrapped some sandpaper around it. And then just, I magnum rod. Then just sanded the surface to get the rest of because part of those old gaskets were just cooked on there. They would not come off no matter what I did. So that was the only way to get totally flash. Hi, Dennis Smith. The motor, yeah. And I actually bought a new one from Harbor Freight that I got to take back. Oh, that was what I was talking about. They were jerks to me, man. They're like, and after I bought it, she's like, by the way, there's a restocking fee. I'm like, man. Hello, C17 iron. Is that gray? Welcome. Hello, all the people joining on the old TikTok machine. Isn't it beautiful here? Would you like to see my muscles? This is not that kind of a channel. Anyway, the painting of the car. Next process is I'm going to spray it down with air, then go over every part of the surface and clean it. There's a bid for $8,000 on the Corvette. Well, keep looking. And if you don't have anybody to go with you, well, I'd probably get in trouble for that. Huh? I was going to say, I'd go with you and look at it. At least you could show me and I'll let you know whether it's worth looking at or not. All you guys joining on the TikTok machine, please check out my YouTube channel and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Or even on Instagram. We're live on 3 platforms right now. Just trying to build the YouTube channel because it pays me. Do you guys know how to make money on the other ones? Because, yeah, I'm old. I don't. Anyway, clean it off. Clean it with the wax and grease remover. Get it just completely clean. So when you wipe, I use these wipe things. It's coming along, Max 16. We're talking about it right now. I'm going to clean it all down. Can you see it? I'm just about burned myself on a space heater. It's still pretty cold here, but inside this garage, wow, it's 63. I'm surprised. Good for me. So, yeah. Clean, sprayable filler. Sand that down to, first I'll go 120 and then 180. So completely, it's pretty difficult to be a part of the TikTok Creative Fund. Agreed. Welcome, Brendan. Welcome all of you guys that are signing on the old TikTok. Check out the YouTube channel, please, if you get a minute. Geek and Son, please subscribe. Beep. Anyway, sand that all down. Once it's back to 180. Wait, Crookston, where are you looking at this Corvette? Send me a link to my email, not on live. Brandon, I already said welcome. I can't say how many. So many on TikTok, I can't even say hi. But thanks for joining. Spray it all, 180. And I got these blocks. And again, I'm not promoting these. They're not paying me any money. But this, Big Kids blocks, very flat, but also flexible. I like in a lot of situations. And of course, the Dura blocks. There's a giant one I used on the roof. And then I've got this flexible one that, other than the sandpaper falling off, is really good. And it's a big block. Who's it by? Motor Guard. Got this at an auto parts store. Actually, my son got it for me. It's been so long since you've seen you, Max 16. Who are you, Max 16? Is this who I think it is, Max 16? I'm here now. Every Sunday at 6. Anyway, so once it's all sanded down again. Oh, Tristan. Cool. So, how's the theater program? Yeah, don't tell me. Yeah. Theater. I heard they canceled my theater class after I left, which not surprising. Who's going to teach it? Probably, I would bet the other theater teacher at the big place liked it a lot better. Oh, it lives near me. She has a bunch of old cars and stuff in her backyard. She got 2 school buses. And cool. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I can't see your little picture. Is that like a line going down? I read something 109. Check out the YouTube channel if you don't mind. Subscribe. Yeah, they couldn't find another teacher. But who's teaching my classes now? I heard Croft isn't. Oh, I shouldn't say his name on here, but I guess it's fine. Anyway, then once we're sanded down to 180 again, assuming it works out well, because I'm going to spray a ton of it, like a whole gallon of it on there. Where is that gallon? Wouldn't that be sad if I lost it? What we got here? Short strand body fluid. That's the fiberglass stuff. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, it's in the house. I wanted to keep it warm. So, so that I don't control. Good. All right. Well, oh, it's the one I hired, Crookston. She's nice. I actually hired someone right before I left to do coding and stuff. So that's good. Anyway, enough about that. My phone says stuff is ready to install. Too bad. Hi, T. Lopez. So, primer. It's 2K primer. It's going to rock and roll. And then once the primer's done, burp. Once the primer's done, sand that out 1,085 times. I think I'll go to 320. Is that right? So much sanding. My body is so sore. Here's 320. And then I've got some 220. So I'll do, once it's to 180, I'll probably sand the primer with 220 and 320. And then I think I'll sand the clear once I have the clear on the 400. Mazda 3, relatively cheap, reliable, and they're really quick. Cool. That'd be cool. I don't know as much about Mazdas, but if that's what you like, man. So then I got to buy the paint. The paint is $1,000 a gallon. So I don't want to screw that up. It'll be I think it will be the Corvette Flame Red, which is basically orange. Could be any color I want, but there's a guy on here, the Philly General. He's on, it's an acquired taste. Cool. the Philly General, and I've seen pictures of his, and it is exactly the color I want. It's almost red, but it's orange. And then, of course, you know, the decals, which pisses everyone off. And I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. But, you know, I've even honestly thought about, all right, no more General Lee. Hello, Bella Tesori. Which city and state are you in today? Did you leave the country again? Anyway, then I'll paint that. And it will be beautiful. But then that's just the car. Then I got to put the engine in. And I think I have to take one of the heads off the engine because there's a spark plug hole that needs to be, what do you call that? Put a thing in it so it works better. Helicoil or something. I forget what it's called. Anyway, but then I'm probably going to change the intake manifold on the engine because the guy that had it, that button, are you back to Hawaii? Yes, I'm in Hawaii. Of course, can't you tell? Look how beautiful it is here. Oh, Crookston. Funny. So, David Molinas, welcome. Please check out the YouTube channel, Geek and Son. Once the engine's in and the transmission's in, the intake manifold. The guy that I bought the engine from had a scoop on his hood, so it won't fit under this hood. And it's cool, but I'm not putting a scoop on this hood, so I'll have to get another intake manifold. If you don't know what that means, it's like the middle of the engine underneath the carburetor. You got to rip that out, stick a new one on, then get it all running straight again. And I'm thinking maybe put like a fuel injected carburetor, like a, what do you call it, EFI, instead of a regular carburetor. I haven't decided all this yet. It's going to be a long time before we get there. But Crookston, I'll be bringing it up there most likely in the summer for that car show that Jace has. I've already talked to his dad, and he said that's cool. And I'll definitely bring the Nova. So one way or another, I'll be up there this summer. But even after it's painted, there's a ton of work to do. The grill, the the windows, windshield and rear window, the trim, the chrome, the interior. I got new carpet, new foam for the seats. The dash, the gauges, radio. I probably won't even put a radio in it. Maybe we'll see. All that. So I got to recover all the seats and then put all the door panels in, and the dash pad, and even the dash itself. So it's still a ton of work. A ton. But it'll be cool. It'll be very cool. I appreciate all you guys joining me. Wow. It's amazing that you can just talk anywhere around the world. Just hopping on the old internet. People want to see your car. And I appreciate it. I really do. But I've been sanding all day long. Like, I'm so sore I can barely hold myself up, kind of sore. The back panel behind the rear window, the Dutchman panel, or the, what do you call it? The deck extension, whatever you call it, Hizakari 11. Welcome. That has been the most that I worked on this weekend. And the weekend before, like I said, I was going to do it. But I wanted to use the air tools because I put some of this. Again, these people aren't paying me. I'm just showing you. This short strand filler is from Eastwood, and it seems pretty good. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm just a do it myself kind of guy. But that gives it a lot of strength with the fiberglass infused in it. And I'm telling you, it's like paper thin. Oh, I said paper. Sorry, worried. I say a lot today. That's interesting. I'm really worn out, though. A lot of work. But now, super flat. And that's what you want. You know that the car known as X-Power SVR, you can get 1,400 horsepower, only 87 made. Wow. I did not know that. So, it's coming along. This will be 540 horse. I've already got the engine. One of the videos on there, you can see where my wife and I went to Kentucky to pick up the engine. And that was cool. Hi, Lambo NYC. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. That would be cool. If you want to see more stuff. Dang, what? Oh, the engine? Yeah. 540 horse in a car like this is going to be awesome. My Nova only has 400. And the reason I haven't done my Nova's bodywork yet, it is not the stock engine. I do have the original engine that came with the car. It's a 383. The one I went to pick up is a 440. It's the same size block, but internals are bigger and beefier. So it'll be sweet. And it's got all that. The reason I haven't done the Nova is I wanted to get good at body work because I've had that Nova since I was a kid, like 15 years old. And it's going to be perfection. Compared to what I had to do to this, the Nova is like easy. Like easy. I could probably do it definitely in one summer. So, and I'll make it perfect. And the interior in the Nova is already, the generallee will not be a manual. It'll be an automatic, but a beefy automatic. And you actually have to shift it. So it's like I think it's called a manual valve body. So it is technically an automatic, but you have to go first, second, third, but there's no clutch. So it's awesome. It'll be cool. What else? Really dusty in here, even though I cleaned. Spring weather's going to be here next week, like the end of this week. So what are we, the end of February? By the first week of March, spring is going to be here where I am. And it's going to make it a lot easier because I'll be able to push the car outside and I won't get my garage so dusty. That's a giant pain because, I mean, everything in here is covered in dust. The toolbox is even though I've cleaned, just crazy. But that's all right. So again, hi Cotton 0273, welcome. Take a look at the YouTube channel, Geek and Son. Would you ever get a car to camber it? What do you mean? What do you mean, camber it? If you're talking about suspension, there's a guy on here called Clark's Place. In fact, you guys should subscribe to him. He's cool. He's put what's called the 4-link suspension on the rear. So it gets rid of the leaf springs and makes it more contemporary, like a new car. But then you got to do the front if you want to ride good. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And I've actually thought more than once about putting like a new Hemi, like out of a newer Charger in this, or a Hellcat. And it would be like crazy fast. But I'd have to change the engine, the transmission, cut the floor out in the middle just to make the transmission fit. Probably change the rear end. So we're talking another cambers when the wheels bend outwards. No. You mean like a Volkswagen? Nah. I don't think I would do that. Is that cool now? Thanks for joining, Moted5445. Appreciate it. Check out the YouTube channel if you get a minute. Geek and Son. All right. Well, that's all I got to say today. Just a lot of work. I was going to talk about the doors really quick, though. The bottoms of the doors and the gap in the doors. I actually put filler in the gap. You're like, what? No, I'm not welding the doors shut, but they're basically frozen in the same position. Hi, xdocs.alt. Thanks for joining. So when I sand the gap, it is, you almost can't tell there's a gap. It's so seamless. It's like one whole panel, and that's what I'm going for. So it'll be completely smooth. It's going to look so beautiful. In fact, since I've had so much pushback on the generallee, you know, people hate the flag and la-di-la, all the racist a-holes out there, whatever. I hate even talking about it. Anyway, I thought about just painting it black. Sickest car mechanic is the Nissan Silvia SS15, so clean. That's not legal in the US. It would be like in 2025. That'd be interesting. Well, you got time then in 2025. Keep your eye on looking for it. General Fusca, welcome. Chabraz, welcome. Chabraz. Check out the YouTube channel if you haven't. Please subscribe. I would like to do the suspension, but I think that would just open another can of worms and probably cost me at least another 10 grand. Paint the car black or the flag black. Man. It's funny because when I started building this car almost 7 years ago, when I started building this car almost 7 years ago this summer, there was no real, what's the word? Nobody gave a crap about the flag. It was just a car from an old TV show. And that's why I liked it when I was a kid. I loved that TV show. And that's how I wanted to build that car. Now with the culture, everybody's like, my sister, I mean, I've gone over this 1,000 times in other videos, but yeah. So if I put the flag on it, it's going to piss everyone off. Me, I mean, if anybody knew me, they'd know I'm the nicest guy you'd ever meet, almost. But still, I want to just build a car. And I'm not married to this car. I've thought about Portland, my guy. What's Portland? Oh, my sister. Is that what you're talking about? Portland. I agree, Chabraz. It does ruin people. Everybody wants to argue. Even if we don't agree politically, does not mean we have to argue. We can just be like, whatever. You don't like that. That's cool. And that's what I do. There are a lot of things going on in the world now I don't like. But I'm not going to get in their face and tell them they're an idiot. It's like, do you. You do you. I'll do me. Becca Joe, welcome. Lambo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Think about selling that Stratocaster. You have a Stratocaster? Or you want to sell mine? You want me to sell mine? Dude, compared to when last time I saw you, Crookston, I'm probably at least twice as good. And I guarantee Eddie, I haven't seen him in a long time, but I bet you he's way better than that even now. And Caden. So that'd be cool. I need to talk to him one of these days. Anyway, the car has become the black and white one. Oh, no, that's hanging up in my new place. So, yeah, but I could. Have you been playing, Crookson? Eddie is insane. I bet. Man, tell him this summer I want to get together with the two of those guys, and we still need a drummer. And if you're doing good, come on in, man. So, the car, it's like a lightning rod of my life. But, I still like the car. So I'm going to build a car. 99% chance. No, you know what? 100% chance I'm building it into the generallee. Now, I'm not married to the car. I could sell it. I'm not going to cry, although I really want to drive it and zip it around. Hi, Brock G. Welcome. Thinking about getting a Yamaha Stratocaster? You're building that cabin in Bear Lake? Don't tell people where. But I've been thinking about that. In fact, after I left where you are, Morgan, that's what I was going to do. But then I found somewhere else to go that's similar to where I used to work and put that on hold again. But it's still in the planning stages. Actually, probably in the spring, like now and next month or so, I'm going to start looking again, find some more land. I have another channel called Geeks Off Grid where I plan to build a cabin and not just have it built, but like build it. So that'll be cool. And you guys want to check that out, please do. It's called Geeks Off Grid. Lots of channels, lots of work. In fact, I could sell this car and buy the land for the cabin because it's going to be worth $100,000 when it's done. And again, I'm not married to this car. I love this car, and I put so much sweat. Hi, Pontiac Super Duty. I like your pictures, man. Those were cool. Of your, what do you call it? Charlie's Angels things. That was cool. I was teasing you about the cars, but those look cool. Yeah. So, again, you be you. Don't argue with other people. Have fun. Do what you want to do. Doesn't mean you have to be a jerk to anybody else. That's how I try to live, You're welcome. Sad Cheese Pasta. That's an interesting name. Thanks for joining on the old TikTok. Oh, I missed. So here we are. Checking them out. See you next week. All right. Good talking to you, Crixon. I'm glad you're still around. Let me know if you need any help with the cars. I'd be happy to help you. Yeah. Build. I'm going to take the TikTok and the Instagram over and show them what I'm doing. Ta-da! If you want to see, log on to Instagram or TikTok. Join the live there. So I can't move the YouTube one. So let's walk down the side. Check it out. Look how smooth that is. Here's what I was working on. The bottom of the door, I filled in the gap. You're like, you did what? Yeah, I filled in the gap. That holds the door still. And so when I sand it, right here, and you look down the side, it's perfectly straight, like way straighter than the factory. Here's the old air compressor. Check it out. It's still got 100 and something pressure. If you listen, no leak. It always before. All right, cool. Walking Dead. I'm gonna check that out. I'm meant to meet. Oh, don't look at the flag on the wall. That's a front license plate. Not meant to advertise for that. So look at this panel. This panel I've worked on all week long, all weekend. And other than that metal showing right there, it is totally perfecto flat. And that's what I've been working on. I attack Beast 51. Welcome. Check out the YouTube channel if you guys get a minute. Geek and Son. Look at it down this side. Perfect. Like it's smooth. It's gonna be just wonderful. Again, if you guys want to see from YouTube, if you want these views, get on TikTok. Why? Where have you been, man? Glad to hear you're on here. Cool. How's everything going up there? You know where? How's your mom? How's your mom? Say hello. No, that wasn't weird. You know what I mean. So anyway, here's the other side. Again, look. Perfecto. Did the same thing down here. So the door holds still. Now I'll just cut that out when I get rolling. And look from this side. Super flat. So as soon as I clean it off, and I'll spray it down there and then spray it down with gas. What am I trying to say? Grease. Man. Cancel. Grease and wax remover. Phone's back down. I'm like one of those dealers where when my dog wants my food. Then it's time for this sprayable filler. No shrinkage. This has been since December 22nd. Fits perfectly in the same cup it came out of. This was the accident. I'm sure if you've watched the videos. I decided I would make a batch and then I'm like, I think I'll take a break. Not thinking, duh, it's filler. It's going to get hardened. So, hi, Blade CEO. Welcome. Check out the YouTube channel, Geek and Son, if you get a second. So, the car's coming along, man. It's coming along nicely. And that's the plan. Car's looking good. Get some paint on her. Come over and help me, dude. I need to look at your deck filler panel. Been working on mine all weekend. I actually thought about getting on the old Facebook and messaging you. Because I'm putting that paint stick on it to see how level it is. But especially toward the edges, I'll never get it that flat. And I wanted to see what the one from AMD looks like. Because, yeah. Cool. If you guys haven't check out Rust Bucket Resto's. He's building a 68 charger. And he's like a magician compared to me. I'm just some novice dude building a car. But you could tell he's got other cars and a lot of experience doing metalwork. But, it would be cool? Rust Bucket Restos. Once we get them rolling, we could race. That would be cool. On a completely safe, legal spot. Maybe. So anyway, that'd be cool. Paint's coming though, man. I've just got to do one more coat of the sprayable filler. Sand that down, which will take another weekend, most likely. Then we're ready for primer. And I mean, I've been waiting. We're almost at 7 years. 7 years. I was a young man when I started this car. Well, kind of. What? Sounds good to me? Sweet. What was I going to say? I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about racing too much. I got too excited. I don't know. It'll be cool. Oh, the primer. Getting to the primer is a gigantic step for me. Like gigantic. And again, I'll sand that down too, but then I'll be ready for the paint. And I'm doing it all here in my garage. So wish me luck. My friend Les, he did his outside and his looks beautiful. He has a 55 handyman that looks kind of like oh, what are they? It's a wagon. What's the one that the 55s that look like wagon? Nomad. It looks like a Nomad, but it's not. It's got the straight windows. It's really cool, and he has ghost flames on it. It's sweet. Anyway, he painted it outside, and it looks beautiful. It's like a dark red, kind of probably about the same color I'm going to paint my Nova once I get to that point. But that's the plan. Man, right now I've got. Does anybody know how to take these drawers out? Kind of dress up as Bo with the yellow blue jeans. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Well, I'm not sure what color Musclecar Restos is going to do his car. I think you said on one of your videos, but I forgot where you were teasing it for the people. But so far as I know, mine will be the generallee. But man, I tell you what, it's causing me a lot of problems locally. Mopar for life. Shit more. I said that. People are so hypersensitive about the flag that it's causing drama in my life. And when I started this car, it was still the Confederate flag, but people didn't really care. But now, man, hi Windsor, Ontario, welcome. F8 green, that's right. So green, and that'll look sweet. I actually wouldn't mind having a 68, but again, they're getting more rare every day. So anyway, if I don't paint it the generallee, which there's almost no chance of not doing that, but let's just say I would paint it black, or I suppose I could paint it the original color, which was like a copper color, and then just do a complete restoration. But it's funny. It used to have. All right, good talking to you. I'm Y. Say hi to everybody for me. It had the saddle brown interior like the generallee has, but it will have black because that's what I wanted. A lot of people, when they build a generallee, build it black, and I would anyway because that's what I want. My Nova had the white, and I changed it to black. I like it a lot better. Hi, JL Rod. Welcome. Blade CEO. I'm Y. F8 Green from Musclecar Restos. Again, check out his channel if you guys get a minute. Subscribe. Doesn't cost. I sound like a salesman. Doesn't cost you anything. Just hit that button. Yeah, if you want. If you like this kind of stuff. All right. Wife's waiting for me. It's been half an hour. It's almost 40 minutes. Thanks for joining, everybody. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have any questions, hit me up. Send me an email or a message on Instagram or TikTok. I will be happy to answer anything or any questions. So let's kill the old TikToker first. Bye-bye, TikTok. All right. And then goodbye to Instagram. Boop.
Please understand that if you dress immodest.
Did you hear that? And then discard media because I never ever
dress sneakers.
Why does this thing want to place? Thank you. These folds are awesome. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining on the old YouTube channel. I appreciate it. This video will be up if you want to rewatch it. Again, if you need anything, happy to help. Thanks for watching. Bye.